Hey guys, Tanner here. Today I wanted to discuss the future. And in the background as I discuss today's topic, I have footage playing of me hitting level 60 on the PvP server Bigglesworth. You will not miss any important information if you ignore that aspect of the video. But, back to the original point, in Classic World of Warcraft we have a fantastic advantage in preparing our characters for upcoming events that we didn't used to have. Why is that? Because we know the future. We know what is going to happen before it happens. As such, we need to be taking steps now to reap the rewards when the day finally comes. In Phase 5, we will see the introduction of the Ahn'Qiraj war effort. Yes, Phase 5 seems far away, maybe a year or a year and a half from now, depending on when Blizzard releases phases, but before you know it, it will be here. The war effort is a server-wide event that takes place before the Ahn'Qiraj gates open and grant us access to the next tier of raiding content. This effort will instruct players to donate a multitude of different items. Coming up on the screen now, you'll see a detailed list of the items that are required, and the correlating number above them represents the amount to essentially complete that portion of the effort. In exchange for your goods, you will receive commendation signets that can be turned in for reputation with a race of your choosing that is within your faction. In addition to this, you'll usually receive some white items or green quality gear within an Ahn'Qiraj war effort supply box. This means the more you can prepare now, the faster we'll be able to open the gates once Phase 5 is released, and perhaps picking up a new faction mount along the way. The items required are obtained through the following professions: mining, herbalism, skinning, cooking, and first aid. Also, indirectly fishing. And the reason why fishing is indirectly linked to this is because a lot of the cooking recipes needed come from fish caught around Azeroth. With the economy still establishing itself due to the flooded market, it is not worth selling certain items in the auction house. Instead, you can invest those items and time into all three secondary professions and start bulking for the future. Also, since certain items have a tanked economy, you will not be out any money in the long run. Example: I've met a lot of players on my server that vendor silk cloth or heavy silk bandages because the market at times is literally comparable to vendor value. Instead of vendoring silk cloth, you can turn it into silk bandages in preparation for the war effort. The amount of reputation and items you will receive for this will make missing out on the vendor value worth it. If you want to benefit financially from this and you're not on a faction that requires a certain item, again let's use silk bandages, you can hold on to the silk until the day comes and sell it to alliance players on the neutral auction house if they are lacking. This will put money in your pocket while prices are inflated and encourage the war effort to conclude that much sooner. And again, you can change out silk bandages with literally anything on this list. The next issue: how do you hold all these items? Well, essentially you could send all these items to your bank alt, or if you don't have the room on your banker, you can create a new character if you have the space and place all of these war effort items in a 24 slot bank that is free to all new characters. This plus the 5 bags your toon can hold should be more than enough. You can also have multiple level 1s designated to this depending on how serious you are about bulking, because these 24 slot free bank tabs are highly underrated. To give some context about how valuable these free banks are, a 14 slot runecloth bag sells for roughly around 2 gold. Using this number alone and not factoring in that with every new spot added to the bag, the more valuable it is, these bank slots are worth around 4 gold in and of themselves. For these reasons, I think it would be wise to start bulking up now in preparation for Phase 5. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, as it does help me out a lot, and consider subscribing for future content. And with that said, I'll see you guys in Azeroth.